Earth signs, my wonderful stabilizers. How y'all doing? I know y'all saying like, what? Stabilizers? Look, y'all know y'all hold down the house. When things get crazy, y'all know how exactly what to do to make sure things are leveled and even, and I appreciate all of you guys for doing that for the rest of us. The rest of us zodiac signs that go crazy. So, loving on y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in to your daily love reading to see what the hell is going on for today. If you guys are unsure of your placements, or you guys want to know what cards I'm using here, like the card here, like the Fountain Tarot, or the oracle cards I'm using here, which is the crystal healing oracle, or if you guys want to know how to book a reading or follow me on my social media, all that information is in the description box below, so go ahead and check that out. All right, so let's see what we got going on. Doing the old-fashioned way, how I was taught to shuffle. So because these cards are new and they hurt my hands with these shuffling techniques, like with the way I'm trying to shuffle, the way I usually do, fam. So bear with me today. Bear with me today. All right, so let's get up in here though. We ready? We clicking. Let's go. 9 of Swords. Why are we starting out the day with that? King of Pentacles, King of Coins in the Fountain Tarot though, and the 6 of Coins. All right. Or 6 of Pentacles, and the underlying energy is Justice. Okay, we need to start forgiving ourselves, people. We need to really start forgiving ourselves or forgiving other people, because it's starting to cause us a lot of grief. If we do that, things will be even. Things will start to work out. Things will start to cooperate with one another. But when we don't really see what we need to do to get that adjustment right? Because like I was telling the fire signs just a moment ago, that in the Rider-Waite, right, Justice has a sword in her hand. That's about truth. You know, and truth brings about clarity, you know, to help us understand things a little better, to help us understand a perspective, therefore, so we can really adjust that perspective or do what we need to do to balance it out. So this is the same situation. Right now, I don't know if you guys are consumed with guilt, consumed with worry, anxiety, stress. Some of y'all definitely ain't sleeping very well, that's for sure. But the thing is that there is some things that need to be corrected, some things that need to be forgiven and, you know, made amends to, or some sort of balance needs to be had with this. Some things need to be straightened out, and it's going to possibly require you to give of yourself to do this. Right? Not in the sense of like you got to be the first person to apologize, or, you know, it's more of like you got to be willing to give that part up of yourself that's holding on to this and causing you so much stress, or causing you so much grief, causing you so much anxiety, you know, which is forgiveness in itself anyway. Right? That's what you do. You end up, you forgive, you heal that part of yourself, and you put that part of yourself to rest. That's a transition. That's why we have death in the world, right? That's why we have death in the tarot, because it doesn't actually physically mean death. It means that we all go through a small, well, no, it's actually not small, it's actually very big. We have to go through these transitions in our lives of death, of something, of our, within ourselves, or of our ego, of our emotions, or how, you know, that phase in our life, and we transition to life, right? Death, life and death, they're all one. So we got that going on here, and your challenge today is the King of Pentacles, the King of Coins. Your challenge is to be yourself right now. The challenge is to tap into your stable, solid energies, to ground yourself today. And the reason why, of course, is because there's a lot of anxieties, there's a lot of things going on that, you know, possibly comes from situations that you haven't been able to really forgive fully yet, or be able to, you know, get over it completely yet. But if this is someone else's fault, if this is your fault, if there's equal accountability for this, there is a need for you to ground yourself, to come to terms with the situation, to accept what has come up, and be able to move forward with it by applying compassion and love to yourself. And I know the King of Pentacles is not about all that love stuff. He's not the King of Cups, but he does things because he loves the people that he loves. He works so hard. He's focused on money. He's focused on his business because he loves his people. And how do you translate that? Well, because he is one of the most generous kings in the whole tarot. He will give you anything you want. He will give it to you in a heartbeat. But he does it not because he wants to spoil people or he wants to buy people's affections. He does it because he wants to provide the people that he loves with the stability and support that they need. Now, even if you feel you don't need it, he don't see the value in it, he probably won't give it to you. But the point of it all is about knowing that stableness, that groundedness is wrapped around a soft teddy bear, like the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles. Everybody's got a King of Cups in them. Everybody's got a King of Pentacles. Everybody's got a King of Swords. Everybody's got a King of Wands. It's just about which attribute comes out the most. What's the most predominant? And the King of Pentacles coming out because there's a need for you to ground right now. Get down to the bottom of the situation. Really, really start to understand and to take your time if you need to take care of yourself, to love on yourself. Because the King of Pentacles, rather, will take care of himself. He will always take care of himself. He will always consider himself. He will never just have himself be, exhausted out of his mind, hungry, and still doing hard work. That's never what he will do. Because he values himself too much. And it's knowing what you're worth and knowing that this is not worthy of your time and energy. Unless you believe it is, then hey, I'm not the one to be telling you anything. But if you believe that you deserve better and you deserve more, you have to center yourself before things can be balanced. Which is why we have to talk about, that's what we're talking about. You have to give up, do something. You have to give up of yourself, which has to do with this fear, this worry, this anxiety, and go back to grounding yourself solid, doing what makes you stable, right? And I wouldn't say like, oh, go outside and grow a garden, tend to the garden. If that calms you, if it centers you, do it. But don't let that be the devil in that situation where you need to garden in order for you to be calm. You have to find a way to be calm with yourself without having anything around you. Because the King of Pentacles, even though he's the king of material, he ain't. Because he knows that material has a certain value, and because he allows that thing to have value. And it's about, what does this situation have value over you regarding, right? So what is this? What is this for you? What is the value for that for you to lose your mind like this? And I know some of you are like, wow, that's really inconsiderate. I don't mean lose your mind, because I know when I see the Nine of Swords for me, I know I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely losing my damn mind. But it's in an endearing way. I truly don't mean any offense by that. But when I see the Nine of Swords, yeah, that's freaking out. We are freaking out. We're panicking. We're doing all the things. And as a human being, it's normal and it's totally understandable, considering that there's some things, of course, that may have went down that you're not cool with. 100%. So, of course, you'll be losing your mind. I'll be losing my mind. We all losing our mind. But, like I was just saying, like literally when I entered this video, I was saying, thank you guys so much for grounding us and keeping us stable, for holding us down a little bit, bringing us back down to earth when we lose our doggone shit. And this is your situation here too, where you guys are losing your stuff. And you guys are having to kind of ground yourself. That's the challenge. It's hard to do when you're the person losing it, because it's easier when someone else is doing it. But you got to be there for yourself right now more than anything, because you are important. You are worthy. You are deserving of stability, love, and support. And I feel like you will get this when you understand what you need for yourself first. So let's see what we have justice underneath here. Six of Swords. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Moving on, leaving something behind. Transitioning. It's about the adjustments of this passage. We're transitioning. And Six of Swords is practically the devil, but in minor arcana form. It's the choice. It's us taking the physical action to transition in our lives. So for you to see this foreseeable future being the Six of Pentacles, it's not, I think you guys see this as a really intense need to really shape things up in your life. But I also see this as, yeah, you're freaking out about it now, but it's back to business. It's back to figuring out what needs to be done. And I feel like for some of you guys, you may be stressed out and anxious now, but you may see the foreseeable future being that you give of yourself too much, or the balance is still off because there's something that someone else is not doing and something that you're doing inside. But you have to find what you need and what grounds you, like I said. Center back to yourself. Do what you need to do. Handle your 50%. And let the other person handle that 50%. Things will be balanced. Until it's not. Till that person does do their 50, then you guys go back to the drawing board. But don't worry about it until that happens. Alright, so let's take a look at the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle card. Okay, let's take a look at what we got here. Or Oracle deck, rather. I should have said Oracle deck instead of Oracle card, but yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, wow. Soulmate. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We have got soulmate in the building. Pew, pew, pew. Alright, so. What's up, what's up, what's up? Girl, you know what's up. Alright, sorry. Soulmate. The twin flame. Jeez. So this is what's going on with y'all. You guys got twin flame stuff going on here. You're bringing your twin flame stuff over here. I'll see how it is. No, I'm just kidding. You're good. You're good. Two crystals side by side. And that's exactly what it looks like, too. I thought, okay, these things look a little lopsided. Maybe somebody did something. Nope. This is the twin flame crystals. Okay. Or the soulmate crystals. Alright. Two crystals side by side call in a twin flame. A compliment to your soul. This is what people mean when they ask for a soulmate. A twin flame bonds two people in an intimate relationship or unites you with a higher part of your soul. Oh, damn. Okay, cool. I'm saying, I'm acting like I don't know this already, but it's like, that's a cool ass way to put it. But anyway, self-understanding. You yearn to be loved, but does this come from a black hole you need to fill? Black holes can be filled only from the inside. That's why I said you gotta go within, family. You gotta center yourself. By loving yourself fully and integrating different facets of your being. A soulmate means embracing deep intimacy and interdependency between yourself and another one at the spiritual and physical levels. Okay, divination. Old heartbreak may need to be healed. Ties with a past companion. Yep. Cuts or vows or renegotiated. Prepare for open-hearted, intimate, unconditional love. Decide whether you want a soulmate with the soul lessons that implies, or a soul or a twin flame, a companion of your heart. Soul path is unconditional, mutual, and supportive union. So it's loving someone without condition and loving yourself without condition. But here's the thing, y'all. For people that like are out there right now that want a soulmate, a twin flame relationship, I'm going to tell you right now, it's one hell of a difficult connection. It's one hell of a difficult vibration. If you want that, you have to be aware that you're going to be going through one of the hardest transitions in your life. You can do it. You can survive it. You got this. But it's just be aware that what you're asking for is very big. And I don't really like when, when I see people like, I want a twin flame relationship, because I don't think they truly know what they're asking. Some of them do, and I'm like, God bless you. Good luck on your journey. Y'all gonna be fire when y'all go through that transition and come out on the other side of it. But it's difficult. Now, for those of you that are going through a twin flame relationship at this moment, you'll know what I'm talking about. You know it's difficult, which is understandable. Why you come out here and start of the day depressed, sad, and really, really stressed. But the soulmates, twin flames, they always return you back to you. That's why this whole situation had nothing to do with another person, if you noticed it. The King of Pentacles, you guys would be like, well, yeah, I could be considered the Queen of Pentacles. Well, yeah, you can, but this is not about the other person, really. This is about connecting with you, grounding yourself for you, for them. If that makes sense. It's really weird. These kind of connections, they come up sometimes, but that's what it's all about. You have to focus on you when it comes to relationships, period. Of course, there's nothing wrong with being considerate, nothing wrong with thinking of your partner, right? Considering them too, but most and foremost, you put yourself first. You put yourself to be considered and loved first. Because if you have love for yourself, you have love to give to someone else. But that's why this is so important today. Focus on you, ground yourself. Because you need it the most right now. You don't need it to give it to anybody else at this moment. You can give it to someone else when you ground yourself. Because right now you're going through too much. You're too stressed. You're too sad. You're too tired. And it's okay to be all those things, but you have to accept those things and start treating yourself, okay? Alright, y'all. I love you all so very much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know these days ran on a little longer, these messages are a little deeper today, but I will see you guys very soon. Take care, family. Bye, guys.